Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Football. I am your host, Dave. It's nice to be back. You know where we're talking everything exclusively football, like I said, delving down into your transfer news, gossip, rumor news, and anything relating to the world of football. You know, we have a lockdown here. Now, I know I was supposed to post, a match reaction after the game against Leverkusen, but I got caught up with a lot of stuff. But I'm just going to do a two-in-one reaction on both of our preseason games, and of course, we're just going to delve right straight into it. Now, first, we have the breaking news on Leverkusen. He has undergone ACL injury, and it has been heartbreaking for Chelsea fans to accept. He has been an integral part of our setup, of our team, and Maresca himself has stated it. You know, we definitely need a sweeper to cover for Kowi, because that's his job, that's his duty. Alongside a Fofana, they proved to be one of the best defensive duos, centre-back duos in the Premier League last season before Fofana went off injured. And now Kowi has done his ACL. Speedy recovery to him. We hope he comes back, fully fit, probably maybe by the end of February, early March next year. I think that should be the time frame for Kowi to be back. If and when we do sign a centre-back remains to be seen. There are reports that are playing it down that, we're certainly okay with our centre-back options. But we'll see. Maresca has certainly stated that, of course, we need to go into the market and get somebody to replace Leverkusen. But the positives, let's look at the positives so far on both of our preseason games. Going off the back of the fact that we've won the Club World Cup, went for a 3 weeks holiday, we came back, did our training, and we played our preseason games, and we look a lot even more sharper and fitter than teams that had gone on to play 4 or 5 preseason games. Tells you a lot that you need to know about Maresca. The team looks even more sharper, they look even more grittier, they look even more fast and fitter, and it is testament to the training methods of Enzo Maresca. Props to the sporting directors as well for the recruitment. The recruitment has been spot on. Estavio has been a revelation. We watched the game against Bayer Leverkusen. I was connecting with Kopama. The grit in going past players, the movements, the deft touches. When to attack space, when to take shots. It's just so exciting to be a Chelsea fan, and I can tell you for a fact that Chelsea are even going to score even a lot more goals this season than last season, because we have a lot of ball strikers in our team. The likes of Estavio Willian, Xavi Simons, hopefully if he comes through the door, Kopama, Liam Delap, João Pedro. It's going to be so good for Chelsea this season, and I see us competing for the title. Now again, Maresca set up in a 3-4-3 formation, where we had Cucurella cutting in as one of the centre backs during the earlier games when we played with Bayer Leverkusen, and we had Trevor Chalobah, we had Josh Archambault, we had Gusto providing width just as a right wing back and as a winger, inverting in Estavano, stretching the pitch, making depth runs, and it was just so exciting to watch. And one of the fascinating things that got me really excited was the fact that we could make changes to this same team, and everybody understands their identity, everybody understands the model, everybody understands their role and their duties and what they have to do on the pitch. So whether that's a Sugo coming on, whether that's a Santos coming on, there is no drop in quality. It is the same idea, it's the same methodology, and they are just carrying out the task that Maresca has set the boys to carry. I for one feel like we need cover for Kowi. There's a lot that he brings to the team that I feel like nobody else brings to the team, in terms of his mentality, his courage, his aura, his charisma, in terms of leading the backline, his vocal dexterity and everything. Kowi is going to be a huge miss, and I feel like we have to go into the market. There have been a few names that have been mentioned, in the media space. Nico Scotta Black of Borussia Dortmund, Hincapié of Bayer Leverkusen, Ribeiro of Lille, and what have you. And I trust the sporting directors, and I feel like if Maresca feels like there is a need for us to get cover for Kobe, if there is a necessity, keep your eyes peeled, because I feel like we're going to get a centre back. Now, the news has been raving about Estavio. My God, he just blows my mind. The maturity at the age of 18 at this level, how he is able to process the game, how he's able to go past his man, when to attack space, when to pass, when to shoot. This boy is miles level above his age, and he's going to pull a lot of surprises this season for rival fans. And I know with Xavi Simons coming in, with Alejandro Garnacho coming in, there's going to be enough squad depth for us to compete at all four fronts this season. A lot of people are making the cases of, oh, we have too many players, but it's essentially 2 players per position. If you are considering the likes that we're having, Xavi Simons and Alejandro Garnacho coming into the squad, we have Jamie Gittins and Alejandro Garnacho to fight for that left wing spot. We have Xavi Simons and Kopama for the 10, and we have Neto and Estavio for the right wing spot, and then we have João Pedro and Liam Delap for the striker positions. Bearing in fact that we've been able to make outgoing sales so far, Nkunku looks like he's going to go out the door. Jackson looks like he's going to go out the door. We've made sales with KDH. KDH has gone through to Everton. Ugochukwu has gone through to Burnley. Brocha has gone through to Burnley. And, we've been making a lot of sales in the sales department so far. And so it's not like the squad is bloated. It doesn't look like the squad is wide off the mark that fans are making it look like. And again, we saw that with when we played AC Milan. Of course, AC Milan proved to be even a more difficult test than the Bayer Leverkusen game, because I felt like the Bayer Leverkusen game was even a more easy test for us than the AC Milan game, because of course AC Milan, they bring their experience, they bring their tactical nuance. We know Maximiliano Allegri, his pedigree as a coach, solid tactical acumen of the manager for AC Milan. We started the game really on, dominated the game 2-0 up in the space of 10 minutes, and of course AC Milan had the red card, and the game was kind of a bit up and down. AC Milan, they had their moments, and of course a little bit of uncertainties at the back, and that's why I said we need a replacement for Kobe. But otherwise, other than that, I feel like the squad has come to grit, has come to a stability where we can go on and attack and score even more goals. Esugo, my God, when he was on the pitch, it felt like you could not even miss Caicedo, because what he offers to the team, the defensive solidarity, the tackles, the interceptions, and everything he imposes on the team is everything that we want. And that's why I said props up to the sporting directors for everything they've done, the scouting, they've been spot on. And let's not forget, we have Kendrick Paez, who's on loan at Strasbourg. We have the kid from Sporting Coenda that will be coming in 2026. The squad is stacked with so much talent, and I feel like it's not just a matter of we dominating England, it's also a matter of we dominating the world. We are world champions as it stands. The Champions League, we are one of the favourites, like it or not. The Premier League, we are one of the favourites, and I don't see why Chelsea fans, they are scared, playing down our chances of competing for the Premier League. I, for one, say that we have good enough chance to compete for the Premier League and for the Champions League, and there's everything to get excited about. And so, keep your eyes peeled for even more deals that will be coming. Alejandro Garnacho is looking like he's going to be done probably maybe this week before we play Palace. Chelsea are speeding up negotiations with Manchester United. Xavi Simons looks like a deal that will be trying to settle even more at a later date, but at the same time, I'm certain that we are going to get this wrapped up over the line, and probably maybe a defender to replace Kobe. And so we play Crystal Palace on Saturday. I'm hoping for the 3 points. And of course, please do not make sure to like, do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And of course, until I come your way next time, peace. Bye.